Hello and welcome everybody. Hola, Priestess Melissa here. It is Tuesday. It's time for our Totem Tuesday messages. So let's get into it and see what the animal spirits have to say today. All right, thank you so much once again. It is great to see you. Get your Thieves vinegar and oil in, guys, if you want to ensure that you have high potent immune system qualities and protection as you're moving into this cold, flu, COVID and allergy season, guys. I'm here to help you, so reach out to me today if you'd like to get some of that in. I've got a few more orders that I'm delivering this morning. I'm so excited to be able to help each and every one of you to have amazing health this cold and flu season and at all times, guys. That's exactly what I'm here for, and what my book is all about is to help you to be able to live in the best body possible as you move into older age and through any age of your life, guys. Blessings to you. Mwah. All right, so we're going to bring in our singing bowl today, and then we're going to tap into the energy of the animal spirit and see what is going on for us. Blessings and thank you, Grade One. Honoring you so much for this time to come and play with you today, to come and spend this time with you, to learn and grow and to become even better than we were before. Loving you so much and thanking you for setting my ego to the outside, inviting you to the center of this space, Divine One. So it is, so it is, so it is. Beautiful. All right, let's get into our messages, shall we? How is everybody out there doing? What have you been up to lately? Getting ready for some festivities? Have you been playing around and dressing up like I've been doing with my little pirate outfits and stuff like that? It is really fun to do that kind of stuff, isn't it? Just to, have breakfast for dinner sometime or something. Switch it up and just enjoy yourself. There are no rules, if you will, to this life. It's all about how can we manage it in the way that doesn't hurt and harm others, but that we can have experiences that, we enjoy and that we connect with, and that this life has more meaning for us, Wow, Heron and Patience came out today. Dragon and Supernatural. Very interesting, guys. So both of these are birds. We've got this energy of the land animal, right? The land bird, if you will, the heron that's looking into the water, that's seeing what he needs to see. We're going to read that card today because I think this patience card is so important to understand that, when we're going through these journeys of becoming the supernatural or touching the supernatural or tapping into that energy, there is that looking at ourselves and within ourselves, that deeper, that scrying, kind of like we were talking about in the energy over the weekend with that scrying coming out with the Nile River. It's like, how do we bring in all of this abundance? How do we really step into this Phoenix energy, if you will, right? And rise higher than this mundane world. As we're living in this physical body, it's like, how can we walk those two worlds, if you will, that we've heard about, that the spiritual people have to do? You have to live in the physical world, but you're constantly connected in this higher way in your mind, in your emotions as you go throughout your day, of what this supernatural or this higher state of being truly means, right? This is tapping into our heart and our head energy with this green and this purple here. So how can we best do that? Patience is what teaches us that. It says, create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. So this is a time for you to take that initiative, if you will. You really do need to ground yourself as much as possible, meaning feel at peace. However that works for you in the most productive ways, meaning finding those ways to breathe that really bring you into that place of peacefulness when you go into that meditative state. Or, you know, what are these ways of feeling that you're deciding, you know, I'm not going to be negative when I wake up, or I'm going to feel more positive, or those kinds of things. And it takes patience to work through those changes that we're making, you know what I mean? But if we can stay true to those steps, you know, that we're implementing, that we know are going to ultimately be better for us and lead us to that higher state, then it's worth it to take that time, right? To be patient with the process that you may be going through. So it says, take time alone and find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. So what is your purpose? This is what we need to be working towards. So take that time alone and find your balance, it says. Patience will bring you rewards, supernatural rewards at that. I'm looking forward to those kinds of rewards. And with that moon energy, look at that. So this is like not a full moon, not a dark moon, but we're gaining that clarity little by little of what it is that's truly going to move us into this state of happiness, right? Let me get my book out here today, guys. Beautiful. I love this. And the purple, you know, there's purple in both of these cards if you look at it. But one of them is kind of like this paler color, right? And what we're reaching for pales in comparison to where we are at this moment. Are we willing to reach higher, though? Are we willing to do that transformation that may be necessary, and being patient in the process of all this transformation as well? So Heron today says, I love this card. It's a beautiful card. Herons live in two worlds at the same time. Their feet are planted in the watery world of intuition, and their head is in the sky of the mind. They stand for long hours staring into the water of their own reflection. Introspection helps heron people know themselves and understand others. And during this time of Mercury retrograde, this really is that time for us to be reviewing things and seeing where we want to go and move forward from here, right? Hopefully up into even better and bigger things. They need to be careful not to let self-absorption turn into self-criticism. The heron is usually solitary and loves the peace and quiet of isolation. They can be very happy alone. Their shyness is not weakness, but self-preservation. Yeah, so you have to take this time to draw back into yourselves, to build your power reserve so you can continue to rise higher, right? Instead of being stuck in the emotions, perhaps. If you are a heron person, you are intuitive, thoughtful, graceful, and authentic. You are a natural philosopher and ponder the deeper meanings of existence. You are aware and watchful of those traits that keep you safe. Focusing on your goals assures that all your needs will be met. Heron people know how to wait for opportunities to arrive. Their patience is a virtue. So it may be that you do have to be patient and be sit still for a little bit. And that's hard to do, but that's like the lotus, Can you sit in those murky waters and wait until everything clears, until you are able to see that reflection that truly does bring you happiness and joy, and that you are pleased in seeing, right, within your own self. All right, those with heron as totem have an elegant manner that is their natural way of being. Heron people know how to look within to find the answers that can lead them to their dreams. If heron glides into your world, take some quiet time in self-reflection and ask the wise heron to help you to know yourself, your strengths, and the path to your purpose. Wow, look at that. Look at that purpose that we're reaching towards. This is where we're at. And it can feel kind of challenging when we're down in that state, right? In those murky waters. And yet right above those murky waters, we're this lotus. We're beautiful, right? But it's kind of like, it almost feels like we have this baggage in a sense that's attached to us, right? Hi, Miss Rosemary. It's so good to see you. Thanks for joining today, beautiful. Yeah, so that heron energy, we think about like their legs in the water, right? They're like that lotus. They're standing tall. They're looking into the sun. They're ready to rise higher, right? And this is you. You're ready to rise higher. You're ready to be that dragon and be that supernatural aspect of yourself, that more than you thought that you could be and less than you think you are kind of energy, right? So we're tapping into this more and more. And the more that we believe in ourselves and continue to allow ourselves to play around with this energy and tap into it more, we become that dragon, and we can tap into whatever energy and spirit we need to. Air, fire, water, earth, it doesn't matter, because dragons are able to connect with all of those energies. Actually, I'm going to do the Psychic Tarot today. I want to see what that has to say for us. The supernatural energy is really interesting that I'm tapping into today, but I love it for us, guys. This is an opportunity for us to really just kind of like move past all the normal, you know, humdrum type of way of doing things. And it all starts within ourselves, of course. But as we start to connect with that more every single day, then it starts to feel more magical. Our lives start to feel more magical, you know? Hi, good morning. Yes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, beautiful. Giving me blessings for a beautiful day. I honor you, and I wish you a beautiful day also. And I'm so glad you're continuing to feel good, Miss Rosemary, in spite of not, you know, catching COVID. That is so amazing. I'm so awesomely happy that you not had any debilitating results. You haven't been in the hospital or anything. That is so awesome. All right, guys, so we're looking in the waters, but are we seeing what we need to see? Be aware of that today, all right? Because it can be easy to kind of just go along with the normal way that we've been doing things, thinking about things and things of that nature. But that's not going to bring all of that prosperity in. You've got to stand your ground. And if you're not doing that, if you're not being resolute about nurturing those seeds, right? How can we be that lotus that learns from everything that has been given to us? Because remember, everything is here to teach us. Nothing is our friend, nothing is our enemy. Don't lose hope, because everything is here to serve you and to help you to move into that beautiful light of who you truly are. But it is a tough process, isn't it? We may be needing to take that rest and rejuvenation, and we didn't do that perhaps in the past, because the patience card talks about that. Being willing to, you know, stand there in the murky waters and wait until the answers rise, until everything clears. Are you willing to do that and remove all of these obstacles and challenges from your pathway? Because Spirit is absolutely there to fill in any gaps in those bridges, to have that stone on your pathway for you to step on. And you are able to pull that sword out and have this triumphant success if you'll only choose to believe so, if you'll only choose to connect with that energy of the higher and deeper nature within you that is eternally you and will allow you to grow from that seed into that beautiful harvest if you allow it, right? Are you ready to taste the sweetness of all of your labor and fruits of labor, right? Choices need to be made, though. What way are you going to move? You know that you need to make a choice, but maybe you're not feeling so good about the choices that are before you to choose from, right? But a decision has to be made. We don't want to continue to move in this energy with the outside forces of things, where this triumphant energy, the success, we don't feel like that we are able to reach it. There is a lot of energy here that we need to work with, even on just a basic or mundane level, which is what this patience card is talking about. Be patient with changing those energies over, and that is the initial aspect of changing ourselves. It's changing our energy, right? You have to have patience with that. And whenever you start to slip back, catch yourself and go back into that more positive way of thinking. Material harvest in the reverse, guys. This is going to do nothing but potentially ruin everything that you're working for here. And you definitely don't want to do that today, okay? Because you do have the right mindset and the ability to be able to build and grow. This is the, you know, energy of who we are here. But if we don't add to that energy and nurture that energy, that godlike energy, and what we know of that, right? Patience is a virtue, and that is one of the patience of, or one of the virtues of love, right? So what are those virtues that we can tap more into today that directly connect to us? They're not just these abstract ideas outside of ourselves. They're who we truly are. Hi, Rob. Really good to see you here today. Thanks for joining, brother. It's good to see you. You must be willing to make that sacrifice. This is that lotus in the water. You see those murky waters below there? This is exactly what we've been talking about here. What is going to take you to those calmer waters, over that rainbow bridge of your life? What is it you really need to put that death to and really be resolute about, so that you truly can stop hindering your growth and really be able to bring in all the fruits of those labor. Every day we're laboring, we're putting our energy out there. But how are you going to do it? Are you ready to stop fighting against yourself? Is really what I feel like the energy of this message is saying to us today. Sacrifice for what you know is the greatest good of yourself and all. When you stand in your power in the best ways, with your awareness intact, knowing that you have that ability to draw on that inner strength and knowing, then you will always be successful. But it is up to you how you are choosing to use your energy every day and in each moment. All right, so how are you going to choose to grow those seeds that you're planting? Perhaps that you even planted at the new moon. You're ready for some bigger things in your life. We all are. But are we willing to step up to the plate? Are we willing to sacrifice and do what we need to do to truly be happy? 3 cards turned over today. All right, let's read these real quick, and then I got to take off to work, guys. Self-criticism says, we, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you, and make every effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you are less than perfect, all right? This is you. This is all of us. We have this ability to grow and be so prosperous in our lives, to really be the one, right? But we have to stand our ground. We have to be resolute about continuing to move in those ways that move us ever more towards all of that abundance and all of that happiness that we know that we are promised and assured in this lifetime. Even if at times you feel less than perfect, remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things, and you are perfecting yourself at all times. All right, it's okay to improve on perfection if you want to, make yourself the best at all moments. It is always up to you, again, how you're using that energy. Compassion says, dearest one, be compassionate towards yourself. Surrender all self-criticism and fear that has you believing, right? See what you really need to see today, guys. Look into that reflection of yourself and see all of the beauty that you truly are. It says, surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing that you need to improve in order to be worthy. You are worthy. You're here. You're alive. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your perception. Your perception, how you're seeing things, right? Get a different view. You will come to realize the jewel that you are, and when you love and honor yourself as you are, so you can rise, right? Like that dragon and that phoenix. And patience says, and that was our card that came out first today, and that is our card that comes out last today, guys, is patience. So patience today says, patience is required at this moment. You may feel that all things are not moving as fast as you would like, yet there is still a lot going on energetically. The current situation causing concern is evolving positively. Let it go and have patience. You will eventually realize that this whole event was in fact a blessing. All is perfect as it is. Trust, you are eternally loved and guided. Look at that. You're being guided upward to remember all of that beautiful awesomeness that you are. Take that time to go within today, guys, and see the real picture, see the real beauty of who you are, and continue to tap into that in your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, in every way possible, so that as you're receiving all of that, you can send it out as well and allow others to receive. And that is the digestive process, or the giving and receiving of love. Be patient. You are doing awesome, and you're moving into that space ever more every day. Blessings to you. Thanks so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, all of the things that you do, guys, to support me. I truly appreciate you. And also get your 4 Thieves vinegar and oil if you want to be healthy this flu, cold, and COVID season, guys. Also helps greatly with allergies with that lavender in there. Mwah. Love you so much to all who have joined today, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.